not only does it not have all of those bells and whistles, it has very few bells and maybe no whistles.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Great question, though. The term ray of light was a name given to me when I was pastoring in Zimbabwe.
Okay.
I spent 5.5 years in Zimbabwe pastoring, and that's a phenomenal story as to how I got there.
Yeah, we're going to touch it.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get there.
And then after Zimbabwe, I went down to South Africa. And while there is where I got the call from Solomon Sports to come and pastor them, as I said before. So they were very secure and established. But there was something missing in terms of a spiritual itch that wasn't scratched.
Okay.
And I felt that before I got too much older, I'd rather die trying. It had to do with ministry. I'd rather die trying than to ride off into the sunset, as you see in the Western movies, when the horse rises up and the cowboy wave it. I didn't want that. Before that, I wanted to make sure that I tried to implement me to do, and it was different from what the vision of that church was, and pretty much different from the vision of most churches, to be honest with you. And so I'd rather go and start a ministry in Paramore, which has a reputation. Okay, can any good thing come out of Paramore? It has a reputation. So I wanted to make sure, in answer to your question, that I made an effort to do what God had called me to do. So I was willing to relinquish all of those amenities. I was willing to do that. And so I had no salary when I came here. I made sure that we didn't take any members with us from the other church, because that's not the reason why I came. Whatever we built there and developed, y'all stay there and I'll go over, because I believe the harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few.
Absolutely.
And I believe that we're not all, there's no shortage of folk who need to come into the kingdom. And so we don't have to pull from one fishing pond to another fishing pond, from another church to another church, just to build a church.
Yes.